Every day you go through life, you need to realize and recognize that you represent more than just yourself. Okay? I'm going to touch up on some very sensitive and important things that you guys need to think about before you guys talk, before you guys make a move, before you guys do anything, really. Before you do anything, you need to think. These points that I'm going to lay out for you guys, something you guys didn't volunteer for. Nobody volunteered to represent a whole community or a whole race or a whole religion. Nobody volunteered for that. But guess what? Guess what? It is what it is. We're still going to judge you on it. Some people might see an Indian person, for an example, and automatically assume that they don't have deodorant on. They might see an Arab guy and assume that there is some sort of, they might be violent, they might be prone to violence. They might see a Muslim girl with a hijab on and think that she's oppressed. Where do these things always come from? They come from people judging, and it comes from stereotypes. And it also comes from people from those groups representing themselves the wrong way. And it gave the rest of us this image of how these people are. And human beings are lazy a lot of times, especially these days. So it's easier for us to just paint everybody with the same paint, with the same brush. Oh, this one girl on TV said she was oppressed. They must all be oppressed. This one brown guy wasn't wearing deodorant. Yeah, these people stink. They don't be wearing deodorant. And so on and so forth. Coming up in New York when I was younger, I remember when I used to speak Arabic to certain people when I would go to the deli or anything like that. After I'm done with the whole conversation and everything like that, people would say, "Your parents must be super proud of you. You're super well-mannered, well-spoken, charismatic, respectful." And I always thought in my head, and I always had this idea in my head, without my parents even telling me that, hey, I need to make sure that I perform the best way I could, because a lot of times with specific people, they attribute that to your family. So that's the first point I'm going to bring up. You represent your family. You represent your family, whether you like it or not. Some people might say, hey, I'm just doing me. I'm living my life. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. It's me, 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 me. Myself, myself, myself. And that's the attitude a lot these days. And I'm going to say this. A man that only cares about himself, or a person that only cares about themselves, they're no good to the rest of us. No good. If you have somebody next to you that only cares about themselves, cut them off right away. Selfishness is not how human beings survived all these years. It's not through selfishness. It's about thinking about the next person. Now, family, huh? This is what I'm talking about, family. You represent your family. You're walking around with the name that they gave you, the values they instilled in you. A lot of the old school people and even the new school people, anytime you misbehave, anytime you say something wrong, or anytime you conduct yourself in society the wrong way, people don't say, oh, he raised himself the wrong way. Oh, they don't attribute that failure or that negativity to just you. They say, oh my gosh, his family didn't do a good job raising him. His family messed up when it came to showing him what was right or wrong. Oh, his mom and dad must be like that. Since he's gambling a lot, his mom and dad must be gamblers. Oh, since he drinks a lot, his mom or his dad must be a heavy drinker. Oh, he's abusive, he's violent. Yeah, his family must be like that. Now, hear me out. You might think anything you do only affects you, but whether you like it or not, life is going to show you that somebody that looks like you, or comes from where you come from, or has the same last name as you, is going to ruin something for you because they misbehaved in the past. Even me, till this day, there's certain family names that I would hear and I'll say, yeah, I'm good on doing business with that person, even though he might be a different person, but automatically it turns me off. Nah, I have bad experience with that specific last name. I'm not doing business with that person. That's the family. Communities, huh? Neighborhoods. Some people from specific zip codes, specific cities, you already have kind of an image of who they are or how they conduct themselves. You somebody from New York, for an example, right? You automatically think, okay, this person might be animated in the way they express themselves. They might be straight to the point. They might always stand on business to the point that you might feel like it's rude, but they're just being brutally honest with you. It's certain images that come to your head when it comes to people from different cities. Somebody from Detroit, you might think that, oh my gosh, grew up in poverty maybe, or had a rough upbringing, not the best educational system. All of these different types of things, because what? We brush everybody with the same brush, and we might have saw on the news that people from these cities behave this way, so we don't know anybody else from these places, so I guess they're all like this. We're living in a time and age where that you would think that it's super ignorant of me to go about life like this. But whether people like it or not, it's happening. The majority of people are not saying, "Wow, let me read up on these people or this specific race or this religion. Let me actually take some time out of my day and actually educate myself so I come up with the right conclusion for this group of people." People don't do that. Whether you like it or not, you're being judged right there on this spot. Now, are you going to let your zip code define you? Your city define you? Do you want to prove these people right that, oh, he came from Detroit, so he's like this? And then you start behaving in the way that they thought that you would behave, and they're like, yup, confirm. It just strengthens and confirms their bias against you or against people that come from where you come from. Or, hear me out, you could prove them wrong and write your own story. Write your own story. The weight of your city is on your shoulder, and you could say, you know what? Instead of people from this specific city being like this, these people are rough people or uncivilized people or uneducated people. Their opinion might change and say, wow, these people are some strong people. They have all types of them, but they're strong people. In whatever path they choose to go on, they can accomplish what they want to accomplish because people from that city are like that. The story changes little by little with each person that represents where they come from. Race is a huge thing, huh? That's the hot topic a lot of times. People get upset. Oh, that person's good with money. Oh, he must be from this race. Oh, that person's cheap. Oh, he's from this race. Oh, that person did this. He's from. Yeah. You have people sometimes saying, "Oh my gosh, you talk like a white boy." There's a reason why they say that. Because white people speak proper or whatever. Race is one of those things that you're wearing on you, whether you like it or not. Your skin color is there. Your hair texture is there. Your language is there. Your food, the way you dress, all of that falls into all of these different categories. But I would say race/ethnicity. That's a super, super important one, aside from the one that I'm going to mention next. Race. Right? Let's stick on race for a second. There's a reason why a lot of us, we don't want to buy a used car from an Arab person, because a lot of them rip people off. Let's be honest about things, huh? They rip people off. A lot of us when we go into gas stations or 7-Elevens, there's brown people running these places. And a lot of us might even say that they're racist because what? We've had bad experiences with them because their stores are in specific neighborhoods and they deal with specific people on the regular. And we might just paint all of them with that brush and say, oh, these people, these brown people, these Indians and everything, they're racist. And on top of that, they don't wear deodorant. It's like, hold up. Maybe if those people, those cashiers for these places, these brown people, maybe if they threw on some deodorant and they were nicer with people, maybe we wouldn't be pointing a finger at them. When I say we, I'm just saying the public. And that's where representing your race comes in crucially. Everybody all over the globe are talking about this deodorant thing. Why? It's because a good amount of them are not wearing deodorant. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to bring real life examples. I'm bringing real life examples so people can actually understand that everything they do or don't do affects them as a whole. them as a whole. You have Arab people being rude, speaking Arabic in front of, you're in a group of a whole group of people, and there's two Arab men or women or whatever. Everybody's talking in English. Everybody's having conversation, everything, and out of nowhere, this person is over here speaking Arabic where nobody else understands. That's rude, dude. That's rude. And I've seen that happen so many times. It's like all of us are in a group, and I turn to this guy, and I look at everybody, and I say a secret in his ear. First of all, I'm gonna say, okay, you people are rude. But second of all, I'm like, didn't your parents teach you anything? Didn't they teach you how to socialize, real social dynamics? Did your family teach you that, or they're all just like you, rough and rude like that? It's something to think about. Everything you do, you're teaching people how to treat people that look like you and come from where you come from. You're teaching the rest of us and everybody else how to treat those people. Religion. This is a deep one. We see a Muslim girl in a hijab. Oh, she's oppressed. Or some of us might think, oh, she's the best traditional wife. Or we see a Christian guy with a cross on, and we're like, oh, they fake. That's a fake religion. All of these people, they just be doing everything wrong and going to church on. Why do people think these thoughts? That's what you need to ask yourself. Why are these thoughts crossing people's minds? It's because so many people have done it so many times. So many people of these groups have done it so many times that the rest of us are watching and judging. We're watching and we're like, yeah, that girl, she's not allowed out the house unless she got to go to school, or unless she, I don't know, got to go to the dollar store or to Walmart or something. You have a Muslim girl jump on the news talking about how she wants freedom, how she's been oppressed, blah, 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 blah. And that could be the only Muslim girl I met in my whole life. I didn't even meet her in person. I met her through the TV. And all of a sudden now I'm just thinking they're all like that. Just for her coming on TV, speaking on behalf of all the other Muslim girls, now I might see another Muslim girl and I'm whispering to her in Walmart like, hey, is everything okay at home? You know, you need me to come free you or something like that. I know how it is for you guys. And it's like, hold up. A lot of these girls are living better than me. Driving a new Benz, got all new purses, got gold all over their hands and everything like that. And I'm over here assuming that they're oppressed because what? One of them came out here looking like a clown and representing the wrong way. Like I said, you have a lot of Muslim people out here ripping people off and going to the mosque and praying right after. How are you going to do that, bro? How are you over here selling cars to people, selling furniture to people, making business deals with people, ripping them off left and right? Next time that person deals with a Muslim person, they're not going to trust them, or they're not going to even want to deal with them. And it could get to the point where people don't even want these people from this specific religion around them, because they've seen too much negativity from the bad, rotten apples of that community that overshadowed all the rest of the good ones. The point hit home by now, I'm sure. I hope, at least. I hope you guys understand how every single thing said or every action taken is going to affect somebody else. I'm going to leave it off with this, okay? This is going to be the last thing I'm going to say about that. Us as Americans, we need to make sure that we represent ourselves the right way. I went overseas. I go to overseas pretty often. But one time I went overseas. And I asked this guy, I was like, do you want to, would you ever think about coming to America? He rolled his eyes and he said, no. I was like, why? He's like, I just don't like American people. Keep in mind, I'm speaking to the guy in Arabic at the time. I'm speaking to him in Arabic. And he thought I was Arab, so I'm speaking to him in Arabic. He didn't know I'm American because I was in that country for some time. So I didn't even lead with, hey, I'm from America. I was just speaking his dialect and everything like that. And he was just going on and on ranting about how Americans are lazy, how Americans don't stand on business, how Americans lie a lot, how Americans just do anything for money, how Americans just try to take advantage of people, how Americans are foolish and that they're easy to rip off, how they're easy to play, how all of these negative things. And I asked him, do you know any Americans? He's like, yeah, I met one. And he matched all those descriptions that he mentioned. But aside from that, we watching Hollywood movies, focused and hyper focused on the bad guys in these movies and painting all Americans by that. By the end of the conversation, I told him, by the way, I'm American, born and raised, Brooklyn, New York. His whole perspective changed. I became friends with that person. Long friendship. I lost touch with that guy, but we had a long, fruitful friendship. And it's our duty, guys, as Americans, as Muslims, Christians, brown, black, white, woman, man, kid. It's our duty to represent ourselves the best way possible. Can you imagine if we all try our best? Wouldn't the earth be a beautiful place to live? Wouldn't the earth just imagine you stepping outside your house and everybody's putting their best foot forward? It's not going to be hard to find a lady. It's not going to be hard to find a man. It's not going to be hard to get a job. It's not going to be hard to do anything, because people are going to lead by example. People are going to lead with merit and with character and with discipline. That's what's going to happen. So I hope you guys could resonate with this and leave a comment if I missed an important point, or if you want to dive in a little bit deeper, or you have a point that you want to express that you feel like it should have been added to the video. Like that video as well. And always remember, guys, that you need to step out of your comfort zone, especially when you're feeling uncomfortable. Speak up for the truth when it's time. Represent your people, represent your religion, represent your family, represent your country in the best way possible. And always remember that the magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. I'm gonna say it one more time, huh? I always do this. I always say it one more time for that guy that was driving, or that girl that's putting on her makeup, blasting music, and she missed the part. I'm gonna say it one more time. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. Let's get it, and let's put our best foot forward. Peace.